Hello, good people of the internet, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright. Why was Juan Corda murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed. Also, in the last episode, we discovered some things about attempted suicides and whatnot. So we're about to approach her about it.
Yeah. Was it like content warning or something, or?
I mean,
because we should actually probably put a content warning at the beginning of the last episode.
Yeah, you know what? That might be a good idea. If I remember, I usually have a tendency to forget doing things like that.
Because I mean,
we record in bulk,
right?
So I usually like.
Yeah. Wait, just label the title "content warning." Honestly. I
mean, I can try. But that's, you know, I usually don't get around to rendering and naming until, like, way later.
Ah.
But if I remember, then I'll definitely do that.
Okay.
Why are you hiding things? Don't you realize that you're putting Mr. Engard's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Corda. You were not that close? That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person. You're not being intimate with another person. Somehow, I highly doubt that. I'm very bad at connecting with people. They're so depressing for the most part. But I especially dislike feline individuals. I'm guessing I got this wrong. That's weird.
So, is it...
Is it the tabloid?
Maybe?
Okay, it's a tabloid.
Really?
You and Mr. Corda had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish. Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into this story. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars.
This seems like a weird angle to approach from.
Yeah?
The fuck? Yeah, I have evidence. This tablet says that you're in an intimate relationship.
And she just like...
You're fucking stupid.
Right, yeah, she just like...
You believe that this garbage?
She just has like the look of like the... Really? Really? This is the...
Don't even say anything, just...
Right, you know.
Really? This is the level of stupid you're stooping to?
Right, exactly.
Ah.
Note to self, stay on her good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see. However, what if there is a need for you to get close to someone? Me? Need to get close to Mr. Corda? As if there was ever such a need. Didn't you get close to Mr. Corda for this person's sake? Okay, now I think that's when I present. Celeste impacts. Your mentor. How do you know about Celeste? Miss Impacts. She committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan Corda's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Corda so you could find out more about her suicide. You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckraker for a putrid third-rate tabloid.
I think what he's getting at is true, but I also think that using the tabloid was the weirdest route to like present that idea.
Yeah.
Why the tabloid? If it's a tabloid, that means that more often than not, it doesn't have any actual truth to it.
I think it's
so
just
why wouldn't it be based on the report?
I think maybe he was just using it as like a stepping stone, like a means to an end or something.
Yeah, but I mean...
Yeah, I don't know. Miss Andrews? There is no mystery surrounding her death. None. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing. Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. Because of this? No. Okay. Was it...
Is that not the one you just presented?
No, I presented her suicide attempt. But this is the suicide report.
Why would you present her attempt?
Because, like, are you really satisfied? If you were, then why would you try to commit suicide? I don't know.
Well, the reason as to why she wasn't satisfied is what the game was looking for.
That's... yeah.
not proof that she was unsatisfied.
Okay, yeah. My bad. Whatever. Miss Impax's suicide note was never found, was it? It looks like the police were under suspicion that someone had hidden it.
Did you remember to save? Because honestly...
I did not. Oh well. Like maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Corda. Juan? And Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That is why I became intimate with Mr. Corda. I've sat quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor. However, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know her suicide note is never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others. That's the impression you'd like to give. However, I don't think that's who you really are. What? I have evidence that says otherwise. This is proof that Celeste's impact was someone very close and very special to you. Now it's that.
Why are we so intent on pressing her into not acting like Celeste, I guess?
I don't know.
That just seems needless, like pointlessly needless.
I think we're just trying to figure out what she's hiding.
It feels like we're attacking it from the wrong direction. Is that... Do you still get that feeling?
I think we're pressing on her triggers a bit, which is a bit mean-spirited.
Yeah, when there's an easier way through this, I guess, if that makes sense.
I don't know how else we would do it, I guess, so...
I mean, we don't have another way of doing it because the game won't let us, but I feel like, again, there's a less...
Cruel?
Yeah.
Yeah. Miss Andrews, you nearly went through it with it. You nearly went through with it too, didn't you? Went through what? Ending your life. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying only on yourself. Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember. However, that is all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people you can depend on. You were dependent on Miss Impax, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had. Stop! When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note. You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Corda of hiding Mrs. Impax's note. You heard about it and thought to recover it from him by getting close. Am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes. What do you mean? That topic... Well, sorry, what topic did we start this conversation on again? It was, why was the victim killed? Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you have become the one with the reasons to want Mr. Corda dead. Me? Miss Impax was everything to you. And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder. Murder?
This seems very...
Ham-fisted?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. But he is trying to find... Yeah, like, I guess right now, she does seem like the only one with a motive.
To hire somebody to kill him?
Well, why would anyone else want him dead? What motives would anyone else have?
I guess it just seems very shoehorned in.
I don't know. It makes sense to me, I guess, but like...
I mean, I don't know, because I don't believe I've ever had a friend, anywhere... I don't think I've ever had a friend of any closeness ever do this, so...
Well, I mean...
I can't necessarily say how I would react, but...
I mean, same.
I can't imagine that, like...
I'm with the game's logic, at least.
I guess, it just... I don't know, it just feels weird somehow.
If you say so.
Like, almost like the game's trying to imply the idea that someone forced her to commit suicide? At least that's the weird impression I'm getting from it, and I don't like that, because it just doesn't seem...
Well, maybe not forced her, but pushed her to the point of it.
Maybe.
If that makes sense.
Maybe. Again, maybe it's just like what happened with you earlier. My brain just stuck on this one path, but that's what I'm seeing out of it. And it just... It rubs me the wrong way.
Alright. Well, I'm almost to full health again. It's true. I'm a woman who can only live in insecurity. I'm physically small, and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly.
And I felt like her strength was genuine, so for it to be all a facade, like, even if that's all it is, who cares, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah, I mean, if this is just her way of coping to be able to survive and be fine. It's like you said, you gotta do what you gotta do. Like, why would you take this away from her?
Yeah.
It's not like she's trying to pretend to be Celeste. She's just... She either held Celeste in a very high regard or was actually, like...
doing this to honor her.
Right. I mean, the only other option is maybe that she and Celeste had a thing. And that's why she's so broken up about it. It was more than just a friendship.
I don't think that's
But I don't think that's the case.
Yeah.
So, would that mean... Like, this is one of her... This is her mentor and one of her quote-unquote idols, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'd be broken up about, you know, one of my idols and, you know, my personal heroes passing away, you know, but at the end of the day, they're still just people.
Well, I mean, it's not like say an idol your size, like, I don't know, Keanu Reeves, I guess.
Sure.
But I think it's different because they...
And I understand being incredibly broken up about it. I do, I get that.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, like, if Keanu Reeves died, right,
Mm-hmm.
sure, you'd be upset, like we all would, but you don't have that personal connection with him, while she does have that personal connection with Celeste.
Right. I guess. I don't know, it just seems...
Again, if you say so, I don't know.
Nah. I don't know what I'm trying to get at anymore then.
Sorry.
It's alright, I just...
Well, anyway, I never wanted anyone to find out the truth.
Miss Andrews.
This one thing it's the one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret, mine and mine alone. I'm sorry. You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you? Please, Miss Andrews, all I want to know is the truth. After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note, and that someone was Juan Corrida. Celeste. Without her I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me. So you got close to Mr. Corrida to recover her suicide note, correct? Looks like that tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it? Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if they purposely add fuel to the fire, they would keep the celebrity world burning. But, as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so... I understand. Oh, and I have one more small favor to ask. My attempted suicide, I would like for you to keep it a secret.
Miss Andrews.
If people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live. Alright, I understand. We'll keep it a secret. Miss Andrews. I guess she's the overthinking type.
I feel like we broke her very, like, pointlessly. Like, we didn't even get any new information out of it, really.
I mean, other than her saying, no, I didn't kill him. But
Yeah.
I mean, anyone would say that.
Right. Like, I feel like that was an entirely pointless delve into her insecurity and traumas and, like, triggers and shit. Like, that was needlessly cruel, I feel like. Because, again, we didn't even get anything out of it, other than she went, no, I didn't kill him.
Well, I mean, she also told us that, yes, she got close to Juan Corda for the purpose of trying to find this missing suicide note.
Yeah, and, I mean, fine? Who gives a shit? Like, what is the point of finding that out? What does that do for us in this case? In any regard?
Well, we gotta follow all leads, right? Even if they do end in dead ends, just so we can make sure we cover all our bases.
That she was not the one to kill him? I mean, like, I don't know. Again, I feel like that was definitely a much easier, less traumatic way of
getting about this information?
Yes.
Maybe.
I guess is my main point that I am going to continue to stand with, because that was, in my opinion, really fucking stupid.
Yeah, I can see where you're coming from.
I mean,
it did kind of make Phoenix seem a bit heartless there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, Phoenix's weird, like, insecurity about death in general is kind of odd.
Yeah. Especially considering he's someone who specifically only takes murder cases.
Right.
She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first.
Maybe in a weird sense, it's actually brilliant, because this is Phoenix projecting his inner feelings on somebody else.
You know, that could be the case.
Because
too.
he feels almost as if his own... Oh, okay. This is him working through, coming to the conclusion that he's a dumbass and Edgeworth didn't commit suicide.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right.
I'm going to go with that headcanon because that makes me feel better about it.
Okay, sure.
Doesn't make it right, but at least makes me feel better. Like, there was a point to it.
Yeah. Anyway.
And that it's not necessarily him breaking her, but himself, because he's a dumbass.
Yeah. Anyway. Thank you for your discretion.
Mr. Nick, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hand since a little while back.
That card? Yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding?
Huh?
Oh, sorry. That's me, yeah.
Sorry.
That's alright. Huh? Oh, this? I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag. What is it? Looks like a seashell?
It's to represent that she's a hermit!
No. It's,
But it's actually Phoenix going insane, so it's him representing that he's a hermit.
Do you want to know what it is? Because I already know.
She's shellfish. I got you with that one.
It's really funny, and it's actually the whole reason this case is even happening to begin with.
What is it?
It's the assassin's calling card. It's a thing he leaves everywhere so to let people know that he's the one who killed it. To kill the person. But Miss Andrews accidentally saw it and picked it up, not knowing what it was. So the whole reason this whole thing is happening, why people are suspecting Matt and not just automatically knowing it was the assassin, was because she picked up the calling card.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, I'm not.
That's the key to this whole entire thing? And we went on that whole damn stupid emotional wreck of a train.
Uh-huh.
For this!
Uh-huh.
That we could have literally asked her about at any other point.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take this microphone, I'm gonna beat you to death with it.
Why me? Jeez.
Ah! You did this to me!
Oh, jeez. Anyway. That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from. Her not remembering something clearly sounds like it would be a rare occurrence. Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. On Guard in your capable hands. Jeez. Well, I think we got it all about all we can.
Well, what about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Oh, Pearls. She looks so worn out by all this. She hasn't slept at all, and has been walking all over the place with me today.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right?
Oh, no. I'm okay. Really. I'm fine. I really am.
You don't look fine to me.
She's supposed to be how old? Like,
well, we can look it up. 8.
8. Okay. Shouldn't she still definitely be tired after not sleeping for an entire day?
Probably.
And nights, and
I think she just...
most of the morning after?
I think she just really wants to help Maya, and
that's
willing,
okay, but
yeah.
That adrenaline in the kid's gonna run out eventually, like, and she's gonna...
Yeah.
Should be right about now, honestly.
Yeah.
So, what now?
Well, we did find one thing out for sure. That Miss Andrews has a motive.
You mean Miss Impact's suicide note?
That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever.
Ah, Mr. Nick, the transceiver!
Hello? Wright and Co. Law Offices?
Mr. Attorney, you're not answering a phone.
Maya? Where's Maya?
As I promised, I have not gone within a few feet of her this whole time.
Oh, sorry.
Phew. Which is why, I suppose, she's absolutely famished.
What?
So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost. Once you agree.
Wait, Maya! Let me hear her first!
Very well. Ask my...
Maya! Maya, is that you?
sis! Ask my sis!
Maya! Maya! Damn it, he cut me off!
Mystic Maya said, ask my sis, didn't she?
Sis? What does she mean by that?
Come on, Phoenix. You're a hopeless one.
So sorry. Dak! Mia!
I have a message from Maya, so come, ask me anything you want about her.
How's Maya?
She's safe, for now. That kidnapper is one to keep his word, it seems.
I'm glad to hear that she's safe, but Mia, how did you know?
As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could.
I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her.
That is actually pretty smart. I didn't know you could do that either.
Yeah, just like write a note and then like she inhabits the body and she's like, oh, a note. Yeah.
I mean, now that you put it that way, that is actually really clever. That seems incredibly mundane to be using spirit channeling for it. But, I mean, I guess if it works, you know.
Yeah, if it works, it works.
Also, weird how, I guess, quickly you can channel somebody without any, like, rites, preparations, and stuff. Which I thought that was, like, a whole big deal with the channeling, was that you had to...
They say that Maya is a kind of a prodigy.
I thought it was Pearl that was a prodigy, not Maya.
I think maybe they both are.
Oh. Anyway.
Well, I mean, I guess Maya is in training, but I think she's come a long way since, like, the first game as well.
Maybe, but again, I thought you had to, you know, prepare somewhat.
I think that's, like, tradition to prepare, but I don't know if, like, it's entirely necessary.
Fair enough.
The kidnapper, what's he like?
Because, I mean, you know, it specifically states that Pearl is a prodigy, so her just being able to just, you know, summon, I can kind of see at least, but Maya, it never really...
Maya did have a bit of a hard time in the first game because she was like in training still.
Right, stuff like that. So I figured
but
it would have to be...
It's been a year. She's been training for a year.
True. I don't know. Apparently, Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there.
And?
She didn't see the face of her attacker.
Ah.
Maya is locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her.
When you were with her?
I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie. I mean, at a time like this, sweets are the only way to go. I had to stay positive. He promised he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die. The break in the logic there seems
Eh.
Sis, I wonder if you're with Nick right now.
And right now we're actually playing as Maya.
Oh, okay. I thought this was a flashback, not a
It is.
transition.
No, it is a flashback.
Then why is she talking about, I wonder if you're with Nick right now?
Oh, wait, maybe... Oh, no, you're right, this is a transition.
It acted like it was going to be a flashback, though, because, like...
Yeah.
That was weird.
Oh, well.
Anyway.
I'm guessing we're doing this while Mia explains the situation to Phoenix. So we don't have to hear it twice, basically.
I mean, I guess, but I want to hear them. I don't know why it wouldn't just...
Oh, well. Oh, well.
Maybe I'm being overly critical at this point, but
Maybe.
still. I just... What's this? It feels like there are a lot of glass bottles here. And these, they feel like barrels. I'll pass. Too bad I'm really hungry, not really thirsty. There's all sorts of things piled up here, but it's too dark to see. What? There's a bunch of boxes and shit with labels. Like, can you not?
I'm guessing this is supposed to be darker than it looks, but they have it lit right up. They have it lighter so the audience can see it.
Oh. Okay. Drat, it's locked. But this door's lock seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. Then, click! They magically open the door. I wonder if there's a card like that around here I could use. What's that at the bottom of the staircase? Huh? Someone dropped a card here? It kind of looks like a business card, but there's no name on it.
Oh, so you can see this, but you can't see the boxes.
It's a picture of a seashell, I think. What a strange card. Ah, that's it! This shell card! If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius. Alright, now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it! Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here. I shouldn't keep Nick waiting. Or worried. So is she gonna just show up at the office in the middle of explaining this?
No. But also to be continued.
I guess that's the end of the episode.
I mean, yeah, there's only 3 minutes left in the episode, so we can end it early.
I mean, it's not like we...
Yeah. See you guys next time.
Bye!